guys, welcome back to Speak My Language. Samantha here.
And Sabrina here.
I've actually been looking forward to this episode ever since we decided on the topic.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's what would we tell our younger selves? I guess like advice we would tell ourselves because I wish I knew then what I knew now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just start off when we were little children.
Oh goodness.
How were you as a kid? Obviously, because I didn't know you.
Yeah, I
back
know.
then.
I know. I was a little weird. I always wanted to be a grown up so bad.
Me too.
So bad. I would look at my mom get ready for work, and I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to do that." But that's what I would tell myself now. Like, just enjoy your youth and why I don't know why I wanted to be an adult. Like,
Yeah.
it's not fun at all. But yeah, I would look at my brother, and he was crazy, and I'd be like, "Oh, he's so immature."
Oh, because your brother's younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different for me because I have 3 older sisters, so that's why I wanted to be grown up. Like I saw my sister in high school, I'm like, oh my, dude, I remember I would always think like my sister's 18, she's so old. Like I can't wait to be 18, but
That's so young.
I know. Well, yeah, thinking about it now, but for me as a kid, I think I was not like a weirdo, but like
Okay, we were all
I
weirdos.
know. I had fun. Like I honestly really enjoyed my childhood. I enjoyed growing up with my sisters, but yeah, I enjoyed being in sports. We were both in gymnastics, so yeah.
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics,
Gymnastics was the hardest sport ever.
yeah, but I feel like I learned a lot from gymnastics, and I really enjoyed being it. I really enjoyed my childhood. So if I could just tell myself something as like an 8-year-old or something, it would just be to continue to be myself because I was just fun. I feel like that.
That was your most authentic self, or
Yeah.
everyone's.
Yeah, and you know how like everyone says like they always have that inner child inside them. I want to be 8 again. But
I know.
yeah, that's what I would tell my younger self. And then middle school is
Middle
like
school
kind of
was
when
hard
I
for
got
you?
yeah, it was hard. It was hard in the sense that I felt, and this is kind of like a burden to carry when you're so young, but I felt like I was less of a person because I didn't have the expensive things. You know how like
Oh, I get you.
is my mic on?
Yeah. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean because in middle school is like when Abercrombie and Hollister was like
Oh,
the
yes.
thing, you know, but I mean I grew up with 4 girls, you know. I had like the hand-me-downs from my sister. I mean, thinking about it now, I'm like who gives like
Yeah.
who cares, you know?
No, but it is hard. And,
yeah.
and I feel like middle school kids judge, and that's when bullying starts.
Yeah,
because
and then
they're bad.
Yeah, and at the time, social media became a thing because we had MySpace.
Oh,
And
MySpace,
everybody
that's where
was
it started.
obsessed with MySpace, dude.
Yes.
And I was I always had to be on a computer. Like, I need
Right
to change
when-
my
right
song.
when you
like,
get-
you do.
Right when we got home, okay, what are the codes, the
yes.
profile?
Yeah, remember it was like add hearts and it was
Oh,
add
yeah.
a little heart. But anyway,
Yeah.
so I feel like that's where it started for me because I wanted to fit in so bad. So I felt like less of a person because I didn't have those expenses. I just wanted to be liked, I guess.
Okay.
So I feel like that's where my confusion with myself started. And I started not to like myself. I thought like I was weird or you know, like it just like it was just
No, I get you.
but I enjoyed middle school, but I feel like that's where I was like the most confused. If that makes sense.
And
But-
mine is the complete opposite. I think that was the happiest. Oh my goodness, that was the happiest time of my life. I didn't care about anyone's opinion. All I cared about was my best friend Emily because
Aw,
Yeah,
Emily, if you're listening,
I know. Hi, I love you. My best friend Emily and cheerleading. I didn't care about anything else.
And that's how I met you too. You were all like obsessed with cheer. I remember.
Yeah, that was my life. I was, well, not like, but
Yeah.
I was pretty good. It was my passion. I
Yeah.
loved it so much. So, and my best friend Alexa, but Emily I went
Alexa,
to
if you're
school
listening,
with.
hi.
Emily I went to school with, and we would just have fun at school. It was just me and her, and we would laugh our butts off all day. And we didn't care who talked to us, who judged us. It was just so much fun.
That's just so interesting how it's like different for
Yeah.
people, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so if I could tell myself something in middle school, it would be to choose your friends wisely. That I wish I could go back and tell myself that. Because,
Really?
yeah, but just choose your friends wisely. I would tell my young Samantha that.
I don't know. I don't know what advice I'd give my middle school
Yeah,
self
or
because
just-
I loved myself
Yeah.
then. I really didn't, dude. I didn't care how I looked. I would wear my, I would wear my hair in a low ponytail with
Me
a bow
too.
every day. I remember one time, I didn't care about anything, boys, nothing. And then one time, this boy that everyone had a crush on, he was 2 years older than us, so everyone was like, ew.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say his name.
If
But
you're
there were-
listening, hi. Just kidding.
They were like, hey, so and so has a crush on you. I was like, on me?
I know.
Me. I was so shocked. But that's when like crushes started. I was
Yeah.
like, oh. And then I dated him for like 2 weeks, and I was like, okay, this is annoying. Not gonna
So
do
you
this.
wouldn't tell yourself. You would just keep it the
Yeah,
same.
I think.
That's good.
Yeah, I think if I could be more like my middle school self, I'd be more happy.
Yeah.
Because I really didn't care about anything but what I loved and the people I loved.
And then high school, I feel like my insecurities just bled into high school. So I was even more confused because, I mean, high school's hard. I mean, socially, high school's hard because
It is,
it's
yeah.
like a new, I mean, you're in the school with older people and like, so it was just, I feel like my insecurities bled more into high school and I was even more like I said, confused. But in high school is when I also started to get more of a relationship like with God. But I feel like the more I went into the relationship, the more I got confused because I was still trying to validate myself with people's opinions. So, and then because I couldn't get like my true self across, I started to get like a mean demeanor. I mean, anybody.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, I remember you, girl.
Just
I know, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like anybody that knew me in high school can say that, and it honestly, like now, I mean, it doesn't
But you're
hurt
not
me.
mean. I think
No,
it's
yeah.
just your outside that you would
Yeah.
just be like,
Yeah,
you know?
but and then I would get even more frustrated because I knew my heart. Like I really knew my heart, and I'm like, this isn't me, but I was just so like I was
Hurt.
angry. Yeah, and I was
Yeah.
angry that I wasn't being accepted by people. But now looking back, I'm like, well, because you weren't being you, stupid. Like, what do you
Yeah,
mean? You know,
yeah.
like, and I was trying to, I guess, fulfill my purpose in somebody else's shoes, but that wasn't my life to live. You know, and because it wasn't coming out the way that I wanted to, I was just so mad all the
It's
time.
just, that's frustrating.
Yeah, so I mean, I was just confused, and
And
then
you were a kid, dude. It's
Mm-hmm.
hard to take all that in and still live.
Yeah, and then I mean, you're a teenage girl, your freaking emotions are everywhere. So I was just honestly, I mean, on the contrary, high school was, I always think I would want to go back to high school because we had so
it was
much fun. Yeah.
We weren't bad, but we
no.
had fun.
We were high school girls. If
We were.
anybody wants to think about it the way that they want to, but we had fun. That I
Us
mean,
and
I would.
our other 3 best friends.
Yeah, I would honestly, I wouldn't change high school for anything. But if I could tell my high school self something, it would just be. Let me see. I wrote it down. let me see my notes. Oh yeah, I would tell myself. Yes. I would tell myself to stay focused on school. I think that's the one regret that I have is
Me
like
too.
is I didn't. I mean, I cared about my grades, but like it was more, just.
I feel like that's how high school was. We were just focused on, okay, what party are we going to?
Yes, or
what are we gonna wear?
cheer,
What? Yeah,
or
cheer.
We were, yeah,
It
cheer
wasn't
was
really
kind of
about school.
stressful, and I mean,
Every day
yeah.
after school we'd
yeah,
practice.
and it was like it was
Competition,
like a big thing.
yeah.
So I would honestly want to focus more on school because now looking back, when I see people graduate and they graduate like in top 10, I'm like, oh, that is awesome. You know, like I wish I did that, and I remember when I was in 8th grade going into high school, I told my mom, I'm going to be valedictorian. And my mom always reminded me, she's like, you said you're going to be valedictorian. I graduated in green with everybody else. I graduated in green. But yeah, high school, I would tell myself to focus more on school because I wanted that college experience, you know? I mean, UTEP was UTEP. But
Yeah.
anyways, how were you in high school?
I think I was, I know, that's when we met. I think I was still happy in high school, but I made a lot of mistakes that I wish that didn't happen. I mean, I'm glad because it made me grow into the person I am today, but I would tell myself not to be so gullible, not to trust everyone, because not everyone has the same heart and the same morals.
Yeah.
What else? Learn how to say no. I didn't really know how to say no to anyone. I feel like I was a pushover. I'm really nice, but I don't know. That's not good. And I barely learned now how to say no to things I don't want, including like sex and stuff.
Yeah.
I just felt I'm not like bashing my mom, but my mom never had that talk with me, and I thought it was I'm like, okay, well, this is supposed to happen, you know? And that's not right, you know?
Yeah, no, I get you, dude. And
Keep saying, you know.
no, it's funny because I remember one time when we would go run at the track in high school, and we were having like girl talk or whatever, and I'm like, really? I'm like, you've done it?
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, dude. You're like, it's not a big deal. And I was so nervous.
It is a big deal.
Yeah.
So like, why? You know, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, all the time he comes over, and dude, and I was like so shocked. I mean, not shocked at you, but I was like, because I hadn't done it, you know, so I was just like, oh my God, like my virgin ears. Yeah,
it's all giving advice.
I know. At
you
14 years old.
No, 15.
Oh yeah, 15.
Hey.
15, we were 15 in high school, sorry.
Yeah, but I had the same boyfriend throughout all of high school.
Same.
That's another thing, which was fun, but I wish I could tell myself, like, you know what, no one belongs to you, because I feel like once my relationship started, I started to grow these bad habits, and I'd be like, well, why is he doing this without me? What is this? Like, and it was stressful, but now looking back, they were lessons learned.
Yeah, and then it's crazy because in high school, like, you think, like, your first relationship, you're supposed to stay with them forever, so you get, like, oh, we're supposed to get married. Yeah, and we're only so young, dude.
We're kids, you know?
Literal kids. Like, I look at my little cousins and stuff, and, like, when they post that they have girlfriends and boyfriends, I'm like, wait, how old are you? They're, like, 17 years old, but I'm like, damn,
back then I felt old.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Like, when my sisters, I always thought my sisters were so old, and they're not even that much, like, older than me, but, like, when they were 18 and stuff, I was like, oh my God, I want to be their age. Anyways, I don't know why I said that, but, or why I even thought I wanted to be old, but.
Even when the seniors would turn 18, I was like,
I know.
They are literal adults.
Me too.
But they weren't.
I know, and then when we became seniors, I thought we were still, like, super little, but anyway.
Okay, college.
College. Well, I only went to college I went to UTEP, and then I went to EBCC, but I only went for a little bit. I mean, there's a lot that goes, because I was really, at that time, just really, really confused. And I mean, you know, because you were there with me, and and even more, I was just trying to be somebody that I wasn't. And like we said, it was, I mean, not entirely social media, but I mean, it played a big part in our lives starting.
High school.
Yeah, high school. And then in college, it just became like more of a like on demand. Like
literally a lifestyle. Yeah. And that's what happened to me too. This is when I started becoming unhappy. Because in high school, I was fine. But then college just was so hard. And I really do think social media took a big part
and I was always on social media. Like I needed to get the perfect picture. And then when it didn't come out the way that I wanted to be, the way that I wanted it to be, I just like kept picking at myself. Like I was so mean, like nobody likes me, nobody like blah blah blah. And then in result in that, I just became mad. Like I was just mad all the time. Like nobody talked to me. Nobody could come up to me, nobody could talk to me. And I hated that about myself. Like even now, like I mean, like I tell you, like it hurts me because that wasn't who I was. But like deep down, I really just, I'm like, well, why can't people see me? Like, why can't people see the heart that I have? Like, you know? So it was really frustrating. And then that's when I really turned to smoking weed.
Oh my goodness.
Mom, Dad, if you're listening, I'm so sorry. But I mean.
No, but you know what? I think your relationship had a big toll on it too.
Yeah.
I think not bad, but, somewhat bad relationships mix with social media, and then it's just all just toxic for you.
So, I mean, I agree with the relationship, but that's when and I have nothing against weed smokers. Like, if you guys smoke, I mean, that's you. You know, that's good. Yeah, do you. But for me, I used it more, like, because I didn't want to live my reality. So I was smoking all the time. Like, literally all. I mean, you
and
came
then,
over.
Well, I would go over, and then we would both smoke. I'd be like, oh, okay, I'll do it too.
Yeah, we would smoke, and then we would go eat, and, like, it just Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It was
You know what?
fun.
It was really funny.
It was.
But like now I wouldn't do that, but it was
Yeah.
really funny back then, and it was good memories.
Yeah, like that one time we were at my apartment and we were smoking, and then we left and we were like, yeah, let's go get food.
McDonald's.
Yeah, let's go get food. And Sabrina's driving and I'm just, sitting in the front, and we're at a stop sign for like 5 minutes because
On our phone, just chilling.
we thought it was a stoplight, and then there's a car honking behind us. Like,
I got
like, oh my god!
No, I was like, what the hell? It's still red, and I look, and then Sam's like, dude, you're at a stop sign.
Dude, but what's more funny is like I agreed with you and sitting there.
We were both on our phones, just chilling.
We were. That was a bad time, but I'm telling you, like, personally, I like that's the way I feel. I feel really like angry that I was that way, but then on the other hand, I wouldn't change anything because I had so much fun.
Yeah.
Like with us and the girls, I had so much fun. So
we have a lot of funny memories.
Yeah, so in the memories, I honestly wouldn't change anything.
But just who you were.
Yeah, who I was as a person, But then I feel like I was like that up until maybe 21, 22 years old.
You started changing?
I started to, I guess, forgive myself for the way that I treated people, because I feel like that's really where it starts. Like, if you truly want to change, you have to change your habits, and then, forgive yourself.
Yeah. Because sometimes when you're really hard on yourself, it hurts.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to forgive myself for the way that I treated my family, like, first and foremost, because, my dad has been there, since, and I shut my dad out. And he even tells me now, he's like, you're such a good girl now. Like, he always tells me, I couldn't even say one word to you, and you would go off and go. And I mean, it's true. So I mean, if I could give myself advice before 21 years old, it would be just like to be good to my family, be good to my friends, and, choose them wisely again. But, yeah, so that was pretty much college for me. That's when I started to change after 22 years old. I really started to, I guess, start from the beginning. And I'm honestly grateful that, like, no matter where life took me, because I left the country, I came back, I was married, I was divorced, and now I wouldn't change my life for anything, I wouldn't change Jacob or Lennon for anything.
Dude, and you're a really good person. I feel like you have changed a lot. You're still the same person, but...
No, like, I feel like just, like, the person that I was trying to become, like, slowly just started to, like, chivel, is that the word? Chivel away, whatever it is. Like, because that wasn't the person that I am, and the true the 8-year-old me has started to come out, know? But
I just think you were just hurting so bad, and I truly believe hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, I am so grateful that no matter what, like, where life took me, I always came back to my foundation, which is my family, my faith, and just my heart, which is I genuinely just want to help people. So I mean, like I said in the first episode, that's why I'm here, but that's what I'm most grateful for. And yeah, I just want to give people that hope that it does get better on the other side. Because you saw me, I was, remember that time in Mexico? There was one time we went to Mexico, I think. Dude, I still think, I'm like, why the hell did our parents let us leave to Mexico?
18.
We were 18 years old. And
no, 19, still.
Oh, I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but.
Yeah, we went to Mexico, and
with
I was...
our guy friends.
Yeah. And it was really fun. Yeah, but anyway, there was a moment where I was crying, like, in the bathroom, and Sabrina goes in the bathroom. She's like, why are you crying? And I was just crying. She's like, I'm going to start crying.
I started crying just because I loved her, and to see her cry really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, and also, if I can give myself any advice, I don't know why the hell I got a shoulder tattoo, and it just...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
You told me. She was like, hey, come with me to get this shoulder tattoo. And I was like, dude, are you sure? That's your arm.
Yeah. And
I mean, like, no offense to anyone that has it, but, like, she wasn't ready, or she didn't want that, and I knew it. And I was like, dude, are you sure? And then... she's like, yeah, I saw this picture of this girl getting married with a tattoo, and it looked nice. So I was like, okay.
What the hell I was thinking, but I mean, it's frustrating because anytime I wear like a strip strap, people are like, hey, what happened there?
Don't she got it lasered. I think it looks completely gone.
But I mean, it kind of looks like a bruise, but my mom was an angel in that situation, because I remember I got it, and then I went to my sister's house, and I'm like, dude, look at my new tattoo. It was the ugliest tattoo.
No, I thought it was nice. It was
dude,
roses.
that shit was ugly.
I liked it.
Yeah, well, and then I went to my sister's. I'm like, dude, look at my new tattoo. I was like 18 years old, and then my mom goes over. She's like, I hope you could take that off. I hope that's washable. And I was
Oh
like,
my goodness.
no. And then she had texted me the next. I think I had it for like 4 days. Or I don't even remember. It was a while. She's like, she texts me and she's like, I made you a consultation at a laser removal hair. I mean laser removal, and you're gonna go. And I paid for it. And I was like, oh. Okay.
I remember.
But now I am so thankful that she did that because even she knew. She's like, this is not her. I was just. I'm telling you, I was so confused.
No, I know you were.
I had no idea who I was.
Your mind was everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm gonna get tattoos. I'm gonna all of my other tattoos I like, but
yeah, but they're small and pretty.
Yeah, but that, oh my god, I wouldn't. Oh my god, but oh, and how were you in college? Well, because we went we went to college together, but like I said, I only went for like a year, and then you ventured off and you got graduated. You graduated.
Yeah, I was in college for 5 years, and I cheered 4 of those years or 3, which was still fun. I think I would tell myself, just enjoy the moment, because when I was in cheer, I literally hated it because it was like a full-time job.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I just want to be done, blah, blah. Now, I wish I could go back, because those are memories that you're never going to get back. I can't be in cheerleading anymore. Like, you grow up, and that's it. And I miss it. And I miss being around my cheer family, and we just always had fun. But sometimes I'd be like, dude, why am I doing this? Like,
do you remember our first year? Excuse me. Our first year when they were still doing like the I guess initiation or whatever.
Oh yeah.
After camp.
Yeah.
And they freaking
we had flour in our face.
We had to put Coke, the drink, Coke.
Yeah. Coca-Cola.
We put Coca-Cola on our face, and then we put it in flour. Dude,
it was in my nose.
Somebody started choking. You were like, oh my god. We're like, stop this right this instant. But that, I mean,
it was fun. Yeah,
so fun.
It was fun. It was. When you were in it was so fun. Yeah. We would be getting in trouble. Oh. We'd be cheering the games, and we'd look at each other and just start laughing, and they're like, switch right now.
I know, at the end of the season, my stunt group was over here and hers
Mine was all the way
on. And we would look at each other, we're like, hi. I know. All sad, but that was fun.
See,
that was
like
really
those
fun.
memories, like we can never forget those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't change the memories for any, like, I wouldn't change it for anything even. I wouldn't go back at all, but I just wish that I
appreciated it, or
yeah, that, and that I didn't try so hard to fit in, because I could have stayed in cheer. There were so many things that I could have done, but I was just I just wanted to be liked, and I don't know why. Like,
yeah, because dude, no one's opinion about you matters.
Yeah.
Or it's not even your business. Like, what other people think of you is not your business.
Yeah, and even now, like, I'm so comfortable with the 5 friends that I have. Like, I'm comfortable with you guys, and I'm comfortable with Jacob. Like,
dude, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah, and I'm most comfortable with Jacob. Like, he knows me inside and out, and we talk.
Yeah, well, we've known each other for years.
Yeah, years and years. But, like, this is where I want to be, you know? Like, I wish, like, my end goal for everything when, like, in middle school would just be to just be happy. Yeah. You know?
But look at how you are now.
Yeah, so I mean it does get better on the other side. I mean, I've been through dark days. But I mean, to be here now, it feels better. Like, it feels more rewarding, because I got out of there. I mean, not by myself, my family and you and Jacob. Like, I got out of it, and I feel just like I said, yeah, it feels more rewarding.
I feel the same too.
Yeah.
If I could tell my college self something, it would be not to worry so much about boys, because I was always stressed about someone.
Yeah.
So badly. Like, who cares? You know, or if something's not meant for you, then leave. Because I think that I had really bad attachment issues. Maybe still a little bit to this day.
Yeah.
Which I'm working on, but
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But my most toxic relationship was in college, and it really took a big toll on me. But it was an experience and a big lesson learned. But
I feel like that's when you were, like, not yourself at all.
Yeah, it was bad. It was so bad. I would cry so much, and I don't know why I didn't have the strength to just stop, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I feel like everyone goes through that bad relationship.
And I think like at that age, people they can't put like a boundary between like being what they think is in love and being obsessed.
Yeah,
you know, because you can just be obsessed with somebody and think like it's because I love them, but being obsessed with somebody is not healthy. Like,
no,
at all.
and I think that's what it was. But and then also because we had mutual friends, and I didn't want to leave it. You know, I was like, well, this is my life. Like, these are my friends. I can't. But oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm super proud of where we are now, you know?
Yeah.
And it's still fun. Like, we still have a really fun life. And
Yeah.
I mean,
but one more thing about college.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I graduated.
Sorry, I'm like, oh, yeah.
No. It's just I really want to say this one. But,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I graduated, and I would do good, but not the best I wasn't the best at school that I knew I could be. Because in the beginning, I just cared about partying and cheerleading, but like I really wish that I made myself get those A's. I mean, I would get B's in the beginning, I would get C's, and I would be happy with that. Like, I passed. Like, no, Sabrina, come on. And in high school, I would get good grades, like literally A's, some B's, but I'm smart, you know.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
I'm a smart girl.
No, but like I know that I knew that I could have done better, and I didn't. Like, I settled, and I'm still proud of myself. I graduated, and I like want to go to grad school and stuff, but I do wish that I had a higher GPA. So that's another thing.
Yeah. So I guess like end result in all of this, what I would say to anybody, even my younger self, is just like to not put your value in other people's hands. Like, at the end of the day, what they think about you, it just doesn't matter, you know?
It really doesn't, yeah.
It really doesn't. And I mean, I hope anybody that needs to hear this is hearing it, because I mean, if you want to do that thing, go do that thing. If you want to just be this person, be this person.
Yeah,
like,
who cares? If you want to post whatever the hell you want to post,
just fucking
just
post
do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because I don't wish what I went through on my worst enemy. Like, just the confusion, like to just not know who you are, what you're supposed to do, but then like deep down knowing like this is not who I am, like, and knowing your heart, like, just don't be afraid to just show the real you. Like, I wish I can get a video of like my 8-year-old self and just put it out there so people know like that's how I was. But
I liked the video of you and your sister.
Oh, fighting? Oh my God!
What did you say?
Not a word, my saying. Wait, what did I say? I don't know.
Like, I'm gonna tell Mom.
We were always fighting.
She said that she liked someone.
Oh no, she said that she kissed somebody, and my sister Danielle would always watch us, and we would just get in trouble. But yeah, I mean, see, like I wouldn't change that for anything. But yeah, that's my end result in this. That's what I would tell anybody. What would you tell anybody listening? Like, if you, I guess, like, let's pretend your old self is standing right in front of you. What would you say?
My old self, like what age? Oh,
like
younger self.
Yeah, younger self.
I think I would just say to appreciate every moment, live in the moment. Don't worry about the future, because that's all I would think about. And you don't have to do that. You have to live in the present and love your life.
Yeah, wow. That touched my soul.
For real, like Soul, the movie.
Yeah, I love that movie. That movie
it was really good. You guys need to watch it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's pretty much. I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys did too. I feel like it was a good even healing moment for us.
It was a good talk.
Yeah,
I'm glad we talked about this.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming. I really, really enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys did too, and we will see you next week.
Thank you guys. Bye.